Next up, I'm in Enoggera on Brisbane's north side.
When you see as many homes as I do, it is always such a treat to visit a home that is packed full of personality. And this home in Enoggera, Brisbane has been purpose designed to showcase the treasures of one well-travelled lady. Well, this house has a really interesting vibe to it. It's a bit of a departure from the other homes in the street, which is actually a real mix of styles.
It is.
Was that the intention?
Oh, 100%. Okay. From the designer and now the client, their wants and feels, just everything meshed. As you can see, a beautiful end result.
It's got a real sort of mid-century modern vibe, but sort of with a twist. Just things like the screening and the brick.
Yeah, so he's blended sort of like an industrial feel into this modern InsulLiving Bondor feel.
So tell me about who lives here.
So it's Kay, she's semi-retired and this is going to be her forever home now. So she really put all her design and wants and feels into one home.
Yeah, it's very cool and it's very interesting, and I'm very interested to see what she's got inside. This is actually a really cool space. I mean, obviously I'm initially drawn to the decorating.
Yes.
But I feel like in terms of the design of the home, the building design, you can always tell an architecturally designed home by the window placement and just the finishes used.
As you can see, you've got the upper bank of louvers here for cross-flow ventilation out the back. That just brings outside in.
Yeah.
And then up top, we've got the Bondor SolarSpan panel.
Yeah.
So Kay really wanted this open feel, but with an industrial touch.
Okay.
And I think the designer, Jamin Design Group, has really got that.
And what makes the SolarSpan so special?
The insulation properties.
Okay.
First and foremost, it's basically like a big coal store, like a fridge, but in a domestic scene. So I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there's no air conditioning in this house. So Kay really wanted to live simple. The whole house has got solar and she's got no air conditioning, cross-flow ventilation and fans.
It does feel very temperate in here.
Very.
And the windows also look like they've got some sort of tinting to keep the heat out.
Yeah, they do. They've got a tinting, it's called Sun Tough from Bradnam's windows, and as you can feel, obviously it's an overcast day, but it doesn't have that light transpiration. Really keeps it cool.
Yeah, it feels really nice in here.
Yeah.
And who was responsible for things like the ply cabinetry?
That would be my lovely client, Kay.
Okay.
She loves her knickknacks. She's travelled all throughout the world and
Yeah.
she's got lots of space in this house to show it off.
I love a collector. I'm a collector.
Oh,
So
you'd love this house.
From one collector to another, I can completely relate.
The poor architect, I rock up there with a portfolio of ideas, and being an avid watcher of the DIY stuff on TV, I knew that on a confined area, you've got to introduce a lot of light, a lot of airflow, etc. And I wanted that open feeling. I asked for wide doorways, wide corridors. I decided to build my own house with no steps to the Universal Access Code. I've been fortunate to be able to keep special memories of my trips. There's things from my parents, things from my daughter. They're all there. It's lovely to be back with all my treasures.
So these exposed steel beams, is this a
Yes.
design feature or is it structural?
Both. You don't ordinarily need a massive universal beam in a domestic scene, but Kay, the client, really wanted that wow factor.
I do love a black and white scheme,
Yeah.
but I actually think it also just adds a little bit more interest and dimension to
Oh,
the space rather than
definitely.
just a flat ceiling.
Yeah, as you can see, you've got your rake ceiling, curved walls, portal steel frame. You don't really know where to look.
So from a practical standpoint, how many beds, how many baths are we talking in this house?
This has got 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, 1 ensuite and 1 main bathroom.
So Kay's obviously played a big part in the design process of this house. Is
Yes.
she also responsible for the floor plan?
Kay sat down with the designer and said, I'd love a simple plan house that is easy to live in. So you've got cross flow, outside, inside, and yeah, just a really livable house.
I just think having just a little bit of lawn is so key to sort of your well-being and making
Definitely.
you feel like you have
Yeah.
a retreat of some kind.
Yeah.
Just the smallest amount.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
We mightn't have a lot of grass out here, but it's enough
Yeah.
to feel homely and
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah, your own little oasis.
Yeah.
And I did not expect to walk out and see this display of
Yes.
collectibles that also just makes this space feel so unique.
It is very
Yeah.
unique.
So did she ask you to design these little brick
We
platforms?
did. She's very specific.
Yeah.
We need 29 little outcrops of bricks to put all my little musicians on.
She's a woman after my own heart. I can totally relate to that. Well,
Nice.
this is such an interesting home. Thank you so much for showing us through.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.